This is the Ohio AgNet. I'm Joel Norwood, joining you from the Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by BASF. Visit with your local ag retailer about 0% financing on all BASF crop protection, seed treatment, and Zetava brand soybeans now through March 15th. Wouldn't be able to tell much right now in Ohio, but the latest U.S. drought monitor is out and shows drier than normal conditions. USDA meteorologist Brad Rippey.
For the U.S. drought monitor data, January 6th, we see drought coverage across the lower 48 states at 44.8%. That is up 4.5 percentage points from 4 weeks ago on December 9th. We do see some differences from region to region. It is worth noting that we did see considerable worsening during the month of December across the central and southern Great Plains, extending eastward all the way into the southeast and the middle Atlantic states, with just a few exceptions. That pretty much the entire southeastern quadrant of the country trending drier during December. But on the flip side, we did see improving conditions in much of the western United States, with the caveat that we are still seeing a lack of snowpack at many high elevation sites.
That's USDA meteorologist Brad Rippey. Ohio does have areas of extreme drought, especially in the northwest parts of the state. There's really a band of extreme drought that runs from Mercer County up to about Ottawa County. Elsewhere, pockets of abnormally dry in the eastern part of the state. Dairy farmers are hailing the recent Whole Milk for Healthy Kids Act as a major win that was signed into law last week by President Trump. Greg Dowd is president and CEO of the National Milk Producers Federation. Could mean big things financially for dairy farmers who often get the short end of the stick.
There has been some analysis by, I won't name them, but they're one of the biggest purveyors of milk in schools in America. Their estimate is that it'll take somewhere in the neighborhood of $150 million to implement this. Because, whole milk costs a little bit more than skim milk. So, we're talking about a penny or two. But soaking up that fat in that whole milk versus 1% in terms of demand, the calculation is that could add $2 billion to the milk checks of U.S. dairy farmers.
Let's turn the page to market numbers after Tuesday's action in Chicago. March corn down a penny to 4.23 3/4 as March soybeans closed 10.53, down 4 3/4 cents. May beans off 4 3/4 cents as well to 10.64. July wheat off 6.5 to 5.34. Markets brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. Online at seedconsultants.com. Livestock higher to mixed as February cattle 23 cents up to 232.38. March feeder to cattle seeing a gain of $1.23 to 357.68. February hogs off 43 cents to 87.85. Milk higher about 20 cents across the board. A reminder that the 2026 Ohio Farm Bureau Young Ag Professionals Winter Leadership Experience is coming up this Friday and Saturday. Ohio AgNet will be there. You can get the full details at experienceyap.com. I'm Joel Norwood reporting.